Pisces Rising to your astrology for the month of November. I'm Cosmic Girl 101 and I am a practicing Hellenistic Western tropical astrologer. Trust you're all doing well out there and thank you for taking the time to tune in to your astrology for the month. As a Pisces rising, Jupiter and Neptune are the planetary rulers of that zodiac sign, being Pisces, and it is connected to that yin, mutable water characteristics and description for you as a Pisces rising sign. This month, we have Saturn stationing direct in your first house. Pluto's ingressing back into the zodiac sign of Aquarius, your 12th house, for a 20-year stay. And this month, we're having the best lunation of 2024, in my astrological humble opinion, because we're having that exalted full moon in the earthy yin fixed sign of Taurus, which is ruled by the planet Venus. I've had my eye on this lunation for a while, and I'm going to unpack in this video why it's so special. Let's get into your astrology. I think the planets are giving us a cosmic breather in the month of November moving forward. I say that with a lot of optimism because I'm a glass half full astrologer and human being. First of all, I'd like to say, Pisces Rising, we are so much more than our astrology charts and natal charts. We are living a human experience. And speaking about natal charts, if you know your own birth chart, this is a great tool to use, these videos of the months ahead connected to your rising sign, to see if any of your natal planets are being activated with any of the planetary transits. Pisces rising, Saturn's wrapping up its retrograde on the 15th of November and stationing to go direct in your first house. This is a welcome change indeed. Saturn has given you plenty of time to mature, level up, get rid of anything that's holding you back physically or spiritually whilst it's been retrograde, and now stationing direct. You can experience a fresher, more lived, learned experience about Saturn and how it has changed you in some way, shape, or form. On the 19th, Pluto ingresses back into the sign of Aquarius, your 12th house, for a 20-year stay. It will be in the sign of Aquarius till 2044. Whew, that sounds long, doesn't it? Because it is. Pluto is the furthest planet from our Earth's perspective, and it takes a very long time to transit through any zodiac sign. Pluto's been transiting in Capricorn, your 11th place, since 2008. Pluto dipped its toes in the zodiac sign of Aquarius, your 12th house, for a few months this year, and it's retrograding back into Capricorn, your 11th house, but on the 19th, ingresses into your 12th house for a 20-year stay. Pluto, I think we all really can honestly write a book about Pluto and our personal experiences and what house it's been in, what personal planets, natal planets it's been affecting or influencing with its transit in a particular house. And I think you, Pisces Rising, would be another person that could write a book about Pluto in your 11th house. There's been a 15-year experience of what Pluto is all about. So Pluto ingressing into your 12th house for a 20-year stay is excavating, eliminating, drawing to the surface things that are clandestine, hidden enemies, self-sabotage, your spiritual path, hiatuses, institutions, hospitals, and anything to do with where we find pleasure behind closed curtains. In that zodiac sign of Aquarius, which is a fixed air yang sign, you could certainly be changing up your cerebral space, wanting to create more freedom and look towards the future with more optimism. And Pluto is going to certainly help you for the next 20 years from the 19th of November. Neptune, your ruling planet, is continuing its retrograde in your first house. It will station direct next month. Your ruling planet, which you're very comfortable with, in your first house, Pisces Rising, Neptune certainly has you swirling in the deliciousness of your dreams, your fantasies, your creative pursuits, dropping into what you really love. And when it's been retrograding, you certainly are identifying what works for your physical appearance, your character, your psychology. What are all of those ethereal dreams that you want to come to fruition? When Neptune stations direct on the 7th of December, you're taking the ideas and the creativity out of the head and putting it into practice. Uranus continues its retrograde in Taurus, your third house, and will station direct on the 30th of January 2025. Feel free to leave any comments in the comments section below this video about how you have been experiencing planet Uranus. Uranus, this planet, is acute, swift, abrupt. It's very freedom oriented, much like the zodiac sign of Aquarius, which Uranus is the modern ruling planet of. So Uranus is unpredictable. You will hear that description about Uranus. You don't know what the hell this guy's going to do. So I'm interested in your humble opinion about how you've been experiencing Uranus in your third house of neighbors, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, short distance travel, technology, teaching, reading, writing, the habits that we do daily, your local environment, your local haunts, what's familiar. How's it been going with Uranus in that third house for you, Pisces Rising? I'm really curious, so please don't be shy and express your personal experience. Jupiter, your other ruling planet, continues its retrograde in Gemini, its detriment sign, your fourth house. It was stationed to go direct on the 4th of February 2025. Jupiter being your ruling planet, situated in that subterranean part of your natal chart, your fourth house, may have you learning about your heritage, your ancestry, being interested in the topics of real estate, international and foreign people, places, and faces, and wanting to educate yourself about your family dynamics. Great opportunity when Jupiter, your ruler, is retrograding here for trying to get a handle or a grasp on all fourth house topics that influence you and how you fit in the family picture. The sun is transiting through the zodiac sign of Scorpio, your ninth house, until the 21st of November. The ninth house trines your first house. It's a nice matchup when the sun is transiting here. It is connecting with your ruling planet Neptune and also connecting with Saturn, situated here in that first place. So that trining sun to your first house and those planets is a great time for you, Pisces Rising, to really get you moving spiritually, physically, and cerebrally. What do you want to learn? Where do you want to travel? Do you want to go back to school? Do you want to publish something? Do you want to be a public speaker? Do you want to get involved with international and foreign topics? This could be something that's on your mind and something that you're really drawn to. On the 4th of November, the sun trines Saturn, retrograding still in your first house. Great time to commit to a holiday destination, a learning pursuit, getting involved with new philosophies and religious paths, like connecting with a new guru, an astrologer. Great day on the 4th of November. The 21st, the sun then ingresses into Sagittarius, your 10th house, till the 21st of December. So when the sun is lighting up the 10th place, which is your professional life, your career path, people that are connected to your career, people are noticing you, Pisces rising. If you have anything to pitch, anything you'd like to learn more about your industry, this is the transit to do it. All eyes are on you, and there will be some opportunities when the sun is transiting in that 10th place for you to connect with movers and shakers. On the 27th, the sun in Sagittarius trines Mars in the zodiac sign of Leo, and this is the sun's domicile sign. The sun is the ruling planet of the sign of Leo. This is your sixth house of work, services, contracts, co-workers, pets, your physical health. If you've been shopping around, scouting around for a contract or something that's going to help your career advancement, this could be the day when things start to come together. You too, Pisces rising, may also be scouted out or put in more of a leadership role regarding your professional life. Now on to the other luminary, the moon. Feel free to put in the comment section below what your moon sign is if you know it, and how you are experiencing these eclipses that have been happening that occurred on the 17th of September and the 2nd of October. On the 1st of the month, straight out of the gate, we are having a new moon in the zodiac sign of Scorpio. Traditionally, the moon is in fall in Scorpio, so the moon is doing a lot of heavy lifting and trying harder to feel good in our physical bodies, connecting with our emotions, and being more optimistic. So what are you being optimistic about on this day, Pisces rising? Is your 9th house of travel and learning, opening up your horizons, stepping into new people, places, and faces, connecting socially. This is a house where we grow through lived learn experience. And in that zodiac sign of Scorpio, which is a fixed yin water sign, trining your first house, this is the day where you may be seriously going down proverbial rabbit holes about what you really are connected to emotionally. What do you want to start? What are you ready to initiate that has a gravitas that is going to inspire you for your long-term future? The 9th house will certainly open up opportunities moving forward to connect with people that are very different to you. On the 15th, we are having the best lunation of 2024. It is an exalted full moon in the zodiac sign of Taurus. The moon loves being in this zodiac sign, which is ruled by the planet Venus. This full moon for you, Pisces rising, is happening in your 3rd place. Short distance travel, communication, technology, reading, writing, publishing, siblings, cousins, neighbors, your neighborhood, places that are familiar. So this moon is lighting up this part of your chart and putting a spotlight on things that are very familiar to you. And how are you connecting on this day? Do you feel like you're in the right environment? Do you feel like you're connected with everybody? Do you feel love for your neighbors, your neighborhood, what you do on the daily? If you aren't feeling it, this could be the full moon where you really drop into understanding it may be time to change things up that I've been doing for a very long time. It's getting a little bit long-winded and I may need to move on. You may be making plans for your future to change things up in your 3rd house if you're not seeing what you want reflected back to you. Keeping in mind for you, Pisces rising, Uranus is retrograding here in that 3rd house also. Now we are on to our personal planets. This part of the video is all about our personal planets. They are Mercury, Mars, and Venus. So Mercury, our personal planet, this planet is about social connections, much like Venus is. It's a planet that's heavily associated with learning, traveling, and intellectual pursuits. It loves to learn and it likes to connect with people to bounce off what it's learned, take in other people's perspectives, and then it sort of draws it all in and makes its own mind up. So it's transiting in Scorpio, your ninth house, that fixed water yin sign. Mercury is like the detective in the zodiac sign of Scorpio. It likes to go deep into details and may be overwhelmed at times, Mercury, about the gravity of emotions and feelings connected to the ninth house. So there could be some interactions with travel, learning, or communication regarding international or foreign connections, higher education, publishing, writing, cultures, anything to do with legalities and the financial aspects of these connections. This is something that could be emotionally difficult to navigate when Mercury is transiting in that watery sign of Scorpio, because Mercury can get lost in all of those deep, profound emotions. A Scorpio will fixate on something it loves, and Mercury, which likes to have variety, could have trouble in this zodiac sign. So, for you, Pisces rising, when Mercury's transiting here in your ninth house for the whole month of November, experiences with communication and monetary exchanges are going to be deeply intimate to you with this transit. On the 2nd of November, Mercury ingresses into Sagittarius, your 10th house, and this is Mercury's detriment sign traditionally. Mercury in the 10th is going to be really having you doing a lot more brain work. So there's lots of communication, contracts, there's lots of talking, there's lots of movement, there's lots of activity now drawn towards your 10th house when Mercury ingresses here on the 2nd of November. So when you have that transit Mercury, which is all about communication, intellectual pursuits, traveling, and money, this is what's going to be on your mind connected to your professional life, your career, and people connected to them. So if there is any serious conversations that need to be had about you need to learn more, you need more movement and variety, this is the transit to do it. On the 18th of November, Mercury will oppose your ruling planet transiting in that subterranean part of your natal chart, the 4th house of Gemini, which is Mercury's zodiac sign. When we have your ruling planet standing off with Mercury, both of these planets aren't in zodiac signs they particularly feel comfortable in. So Mercury is really drawing to you for help in identifying what's working and what's not connected to your career and the long-term repercussions of how it's influencing your home, your family, real estate, and property concerns. On the 25th of November, Mercury is slowing down now to go into a retrograde in your 10th house. Mercury will go direct next month on the 15th of December. Mercury slowing down and retrograding here will give you an opportunity to iron out any nuances, especially connected to contracts, monetary or financial aspects of your professional life and your career, and any travel plans may now have a reduction connected to your work. You may need to relearn a new skill connected to your professional life before Mercury goes direct on the 15th of December. Venus, our personal planet of attraction. Venus wants only to connect and be social. Well, she's been transiting in Sagittarius, your 10th house, your career, your professional life, and people connected to it. Venus in your 10th has you very attracted to creating more opportunities for expansion and growth in your 10th house. I wonder for you, Pisces Rising, if you would be happy to share your experience of Venus in Sagittarius, your 10th, in the comments sections below, because I find this transit interesting for you, particularly Pisces Rising, simply because the ruling planet of the zodiac sign is Jupiter, your ruling planet, but it's been transiting in that subterranean part, your fourth house. Feel free to leave any comments. Venus in the 10th house is having you connecting, moving, and shaking with people that can help expand your professional life. If you've been wanting to attract new alliances professionally, Venus, I'm certainly hoping Pisces Rising has given you those professional opportunities. On the 3rd of November, Venus opposes your ruling planet in the fourth house. So Venus is asking your ruling planet in the fourth house for direction on the 3rd of November. Should I go forward with this professional pursuit? How's it going to affect the home life and the financial aspects of it? Is there something that I need to know before I commit to on the 3rd of November? So this is a day of possibly sitting in your own space, taking a beat, taking a breath before you commit to anything long term on the 3rd of November, because it is connecting with your home life and your professional life. And there's something here maybe that you need to be intuitively tuning into on this day. On the 11th, Venus then ingresses into Capricorn, your 11th place, until December 7. This is where Venus really gets down to networking in your 11th house, finding movers and shakers that you can help your career, making strong alliances, and also enjoying social events and reconnecting with friends. It may have been all work and no play, and Venus transiting in your 11th house brings everyone back on board. Go to a concert, go to a night out, connect with your mates, plan a trip, and have some fun when Venus transits in your 11th place. On the 22nd of the month, Venus sextiles Saturn in your first. This looks really auspicious for planning an event, taking you out of the doldrums and taking you out of the darkness and bringing you into connecting with people, network, make those social connections. A fantastic day to be had on the 22nd of November. Mars, our personal planet of war, conflict, passion, and action, has been transiting in the zodiac sign of Cancer, its full zodiac sign, your fifth house of joy and pleasure. Straight out of the gate, only a few days into the month, Mars will be leaving your fifth house and ingressing into your sixth house on the 3rd. Mars, traditionally, through Hellenistic teachings, is in its joy in the sixth house. This is where things can really start to take a different turn for the positive Pisces rising, connected to your work, co-workers, services you utilize, services you may be providing to others. If you're a contractor, for example, you may find that you're a lot busier with Mars transiting in its joy, your sixth house. It's also the house connected to accidents, pets, and where we roll our sleeves up and get a job done. You may be inspired out of nowhere to really get involved with work, having a go regarding getting back into the gym, into your physical body, getting on top of any ailments. Mars is very good at giving you energy. So enjoy this transit, Pisces rising, before Mars goes into a retrograde on the 6th of December. Mars in that zodiac sign of Leo, which is the sun's zodiac sign, is a fixed fire yang sign. So there is action and optimism connected to your sixth house. This is a great time if you've been wanting to network and connect with people that can take you places with your career. Fantastic transit to finally land an auspicious contract or work connection. Stay cosmic, Pisces rising. And again, thank you for taking the time to tuning into your astrology for the month of November. We are winding down the calendar year, but this month looks like it's going to be quite positive for us, so we'll take it. I have a poll, on my community page on the Cosmic Girl 101 YouTube channel. If you tap on the community tab, you can see the poll and you can vote on it. I'd love your input. Have a great November, Pisces Rising, and I'll connect with you should you come back again.